Vanessa Bryant just shook the internet once again. Word on the street is that she's getting cozy with Celtics star Jaylen Brown, and whispers are flying that she might even be carrying his baby. Some are calling it a trap move, and the story seems to get messier with each passing day. But before diving deeper, let's rewind to when the pregnancy rumors first hit the internet. Back in June, social media exploded with what many called the celebrity scoop of the year. Across every major platform, one narrative dominated the conversation. Vanessa Bryant was allegedly expecting a baby. The supposed father? Jaylen Brown, the young NBA star. People quickly bought into the story, largely because the timeline seemed to align. Jaylen had recently ended his relationship with WNBA player Kizri Gondrezic in February 2025, making him technically single and fueling speculation that Vanessa...
So Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa, is pregnant with another man's child. So technically she is obviously a widow to him because he sadly lost his life with their daughter in a helicopter crash like 5 or 6 years ago. But she's now moved on and is having a child with a man.
4 days that Vanessa Bryant, the widow of Kobe Bryant, was pregnant. Then there was another rumor that she was not only pregnant, but potentially pregnant by a young baller, basketball player.
A young baller.
That was the quote that was in the news. It said a young baller. I'm assuming they meant basketball.
The viral photo collages told a story that many believed without hesitation. These collages, featuring Vanessa Bryant and Boston Celtics star Jaylen Brown, showed side-by-side or compiled images of the two at separate public events. But online, they were often misinterpreted to suggest a romantic connection, and people ate it up, because even before the pregnancy rumors, there had already been whispers of Vanessa stepping out with NBA figures. One of the names floating around was Rob Pelinka, Kobe's best friend, his former agent, and someone who has been tied to Vanessa for years. Remember that Instagram post where she wished Rob a happy birthday? The caption was warm, thoughtful, not flashy, just real personal. That alone had people ready to scream scandal. But let's keep it 100. Rob's been married for years. Folks close to Vanessa swear it's nothing but friendship, built on decades of history and the shared pain of losing Kobe. But the internet doesn't care about nuance. It just wants a headline. And once the whispers started, they didn't stop. Then, out of nowhere, another name slid into the rumor mill, Pau Gasol. And if you know Pau, you know he wasn't just Kobe's teammate. He was family, ride or die. When Kobe passed, Pau didn't just send flowers and disappear. He showed up for Vanessa and her daughters at birthdays, holidays, family dinners, you name it. He was present. That loyalty had people talking. Things escalated when Pau allegedly sent Vanessa a massive bouquet of white roses for Valentine's Day. Not red, not flashy, white. Elegant, intentional. Fans went wild. Some said, that's respect, that's brotherhood. Others said, nah, that's more than friendship. And just like that, another layer of drama got added to her story. Of course, the online community got loud, real loud. One user went in harsh. We know Kobe was in the process of divorcing her when he died. She is no good. She and her mama blackmailed Kobe into marrying her. If that Italian is pursuing her, he's after Kobe's money. Vanessa must realize the dirt one does comes back around. Why is she celebrating the birthday of Kobe's friend? He's not a child. He can celebrate his own. Kids don't even care about old folks' birthdays. We know the time of day. Another chimed in, Rob, stay away from Vanessa Bryant. Respect Kobe. R.I.P. If you ever get close, you're a traitor. Kobe's watching. Mamba mentality. So when those pregnancy rumors hit, people were quick to believe them. You'd think baby shower invitations were already in the mail, but Vanessa wasn't having it. She clapped back immediately on Instagram with memes that carried pure Rihanna energy. Her first post? Rihanna in goggles, middle finger up, captioned, me protecting my peace, not pregnant, and having fun all summer. Her second? Just as savage. I'm not mean, I'm just not the one. Point made. No long explanations, no interviews, just memes.
4 days that Vanessa Bryant, the widow of Kobe Bryant, was pregnant. Then there was another rumor that she was not only pregnant, but potentially pregnant by a young baller, basketball player.
A young baller.
That was the quote that was in the news. It said a young baller. I'm assuming they meant basketball.
But the damage was already done. The pregnancy rumor struck a nerve and cut deep across both sides of the internet. Male voices came out strongly, claiming it was disrespectful to Kobe, that even after 5 years, she should still be holding space for him. The female audience, on the other hand, had her back, insisting that 5 years of grief is more than enough, and that if she has found joy...
Earlier in the week, Vanessa came out to clear up the rumor. She said, I'm enjoying my summer, not pregnant. Basically like I'm ignoring the rest of the rumors. So we know that part's not true. What's interesting to me, though, is people's reaction to it. Like, people were bent out of shape, especially dudes were like really, really bent out of shape at the idea that Vanessa Bryant...
What started as whispers quickly turned into a full-blown gender war. Men called foul, women demanded respect, both sides throwing shots, emotions running high, opinions everywhere, and one thing was clear: nobody was staying quiet. One user wrote, "She didn't cheat. She's been a widow for over 3 years. Life goes on. She needs to live her life. Let her be." Another said, "Vanessa is a widow who hasn't dated for 5 years after Kobe's death. She's still young, has needs, and deserves happiness. If she's pregnant, she's grown. Most men have a woman 5 days after their wife's passing. Concentrate on your own life and family." Others weren't as forgiving and reignited old flames, writing, "She put up with years of being cheated on. She stood by his side through most of it. She shouldn't have to hide away and never fall in love again." Soon, the question stopped, being just, is Vanessa pregnant? And turned into something bigger. Does she even have the right, in the public eye, to move forward with her life? People began policing her healing like it was their job. Some screamed that she needed to preserve Kobe's legacy, while others insisted she had the right to live. One user wrote bluntly, "Nobody is saying she can't live her life, but Kobe gave her 4 kids. She should be done. Anything else is disrespectful to Kobe and his daughter." Another was even harsher. "She was a bad choice for Kobe from day one. Harsh, unfiltered, but let's be real. Vanessa Bryant has been through hell in ways most of us can't even imagine. Losing Kobe and their daughter Gianna in a crash is something she's still recovering from. If she's finding a little peace, a little joy, maybe even love again, that's her business. Not ours, not the trolls, not the self-appointed gatekeepers of Kobe's legacy. She's a grown woman." One user put it plainly. Vanessa Bryant is free to live her life as she pleases. It's unfortunate she lost her husband and child. However, she is free to do as she pleases. She's a grown woman who knows what's best for her. Mind your own business. Another added, whether it's Jaylen Brown or someone...
Wife pregnant and y'all females out here defending her, talking about, oh, she's allowed to move on. Actually, no, when you got kids by Kobe Bryant, you ain't never supposed to disgrace his legacy. See, this be y'all problem. Y'all think she on the same scale as y'all when she not. You gotta understand, you got pregnant by a regular person in the hood who got smoked by trying to rob the wrong person. Not her. She got pregnant by the Black Mamba. She's supposed to die a legend, just like him. If it was up to me, she wouldn't have access to no more funds or my estate. Tell your new dude to pay for your lifestyle.
So it's a lot of people that's up in arms about the news that Vanessa Bryant is pregnant. I definitely need to stay out of straight folks' business, because was she supposed to stay single forever? Is that what we're doing? She was supposed to stay single forever.
Someone else, it's okay. Leave her alone, damn. But still, the whispers aren't dead. To some, she's forever Kobe's widow. To others, she's just a woman trying to live again after tragedy. Either way, the court of public opinion isn't backing down. So here's the big question. Is this just another wild internet rumor, or is Vanessa really tied to Jaylen Brown in ways none of us saw coming? If she were pregnant, would that change your perspective on her? Or do you think she's earned the right to move on however she chooses? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're diving deep. And if you're here for unfiltered truths and eye-opening reveals, don't just scroll, stick around for what